Doo-doo, it's there. We're live. Actually, I should open up. I literally forgot to open up like the Twitch preview stream.
Shit. Give me like one tiny bit while you do your intro or whatever.
This is my intro.
Oh no.
I don't do intros. Hi guys.
No.
It's Low on Mana. It's the guy who doesn't
We're
stream.
starting.
We're live.
Ugh.
We
I just gotta
all
ask
need to shine
talk to
on
Call for a
to
second.
see go far. We come on our journey.
And claimed.
No, Max plays it, but with a little V. So,
Oh, do they?
yeah.
What the fuck can you play and what can't you play?
That's a great
'Cause
question.
I've heard that you're allowed to play some stuff and then not others. I don't know.
I don't know. I play Spotify music, but I mute the VOD.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I don't know.
I should probably. Let me go ahead and add people in the Discord. The one guy who shows up for me adding people in the Discord is already in the fucking call, you know.
I will be right back. Sorry.
Awkward.
I know. Group just was like, hey, we need to talk to you. It's about voice acting stuff. It's like, but I'm real quick right now. It's like, okay.
Damn.
So I'll be back.
Oh, I forgot to set the fucking title too. Shit.
Well, you still got other shit to do, don't you?
Yeah. Great Ace Attorney with why is it not popping up? Is that right? Hopefully that's right. Profile. Shit. Streaming mode enabled. I can't see it! Let me see it! Disable that shit. Yeah. I'm gonna just keep it lowercase just in case. And then this is not Street Fighter 6, as I'm sure you may have noticed. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, done. Ta-da! We did it. There's rewards for Street Fighter 6. Shame I'm not playing it right now. Well, this is awkward. Oh, it's just abandoned. Now I gotta wait for him. So how goes it, guys? How you doing? Had a job interview today. Stressful stuff. Stressful stuff. Hopefully it went well. And I has a bit of money. And can put it maybe kind of to stream. Maybe kind of. Might be rough. We'll have to see. I got a cup of water like 5 minutes ago, and it's like I'm already halfway through my sippy cup. You know, entertaining it. Man, at moments like these, it would have been nice to have like a be right back screen, like an actual one. Or like a starting soon stream, like screen. You had to wait till I like literally hit start streaming, didn't he? He just kind of. What if Mirage didn't actually need to do anything right now? He just like abandoned me just for the. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh wait, I forgot. Okay, he did leave the call. Okay. I'm being dumb. It was Clyde. It was Clyde that kicked me because I was alone. Talking to myself. The call. Hi Chung. Thanks for the follow. The Saint Streets. I changed the title, I think. I think I changed it. But it is indeed not Streets. Also, that was just Arcma that said that. Anyway, yeah, this is not Streets, Arcma. Low-key, I should check to see on this Discord server if there's anyone that's going to the tournament Sunday so I don't have to drive, because I don't want to drive. That's coming from Orlando. Also, I may or may not still have the memory of me driving to the last ocean. What's it called again? Oceanfront? The name? Last Gear Dragon? Yeah. Might send them a message after this. You know, I guess I'm waiting on Mirage anyway. So I guess I could ask Gear right now. I guess I'll add them in general. Brain fart. Timing was awful indeed. You abandoned me. All right, there we go. Join call. What's up?
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's no issue. It would have been worse if you said, okay, so they need me to actually go do something right.
Not really. They just wanted to get me in for a role. Apparently I'm playing a Confederate soldier at an anime convention. That's gonna be weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Did you get... Imagine being typecasted as that role.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
We need you to be a really, really ancient racist at an anime convention. That's the kind of guy you seem to be. It's like, what the fuck vibe do I give off? What do you mean?
It's not ancient though.
Well, it's not that ancient, but you know.
It's pretty modern, somewhat. But anyway.
Somewhat.
Some
They
would
are
argue.
feeding flowers.
Anyway. Maybe we should go on to the game of Great Ace Attorney.
It's the only good thing they've done is feed the flowers, alright?
Yes. Maybe we should continue on with the Great Ace Attorney and see potentially a racist Japanese game.
Yes. Imperial Japan, the least racist of eras.
Ah, yes. Anyway. Yep. Starting, I guess, select adventure. Let's go in! They reset the music just...
Do this shit. You're not streaming to me anymore, by the way.
Oh shit, you're right.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The
Far
revolution
eastern
washed over the
island
land,
nation of
making life in the
California.
capital exciting and uncertain.
No, they said Japan.
It was a period of great change.
Let me have
And
this.
some was swept away by the tide.
Damn, this restaurant sucks. No one eats here.
Right? Oh my. And they're just murdering people.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
He did it. Who's he?
I don't know, but he gives off main character energy, so. Bienvenue, Al La Carnival.
God damn. It's just...
What?
Anyway.
What?
No, it's fine. I'm sure that's how you read it.
Bienvenue.
Want to be the narrator?
Supreme Court Judicature. Defendant's Antechamber 5. 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m.
So, am I doing the Krillin voice?
Whatever your heart desires.
We'll go with it for now. Maybe we'll change it to my normal voice later. I still can't believe it! I still can't believe this is happening! How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
What?
Oh no, nothing!
Save your glares, murderer!
Sorry! My name is Ryonosuke Naruhodo.
Doesn't Naruhodo mean I understand?
Yes.
That is delightfully on the nose.
Also, that's Phoenix's name in Japan, too. So I guess they just kept it here. Thank you for the follow, Real Matt on guard. Oh, God. Oh, God, is Matt on guard? Okay, you wouldn't know what that means. You wouldn't know what that...
What?
You'll get there one day, Mirage. For Mirage,
wanna.
we're starting with Great Ace Attorney, but for me, I already played those. I'm a second-year student at Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. Oh, this is such a great game to not be able to read. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. Is that you?
That's enough!
Oh, it's this guy.
I also sound like this.
God damn it. Are you gonna roll with it?
He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Wow, he's the main character. Makes sense.
Lawyer? Yes, until the judge has given his verdict on the case. No one has the right to treat him as a criminal, so you will hold your tongue.
Yeah. This is definitely how Imperial Japan's judicial system must have worked.
Technicalities! Look at you! You haven't even graduated yet!
We're being defended by a lawyer that hasn't graduated.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh my god, he's so hot!
All it's missing is the glint.
Oh, yes, of course, sorry!
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Ha ha ha. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always, huh? Just give him that old school Solid Snake.
Is this Kazuma Kiryu's great ancestor?
The Mishima style. Is that even right? I don't think it is.
It's horrible. It's Kazuma Kiryu, as in like Yakuza.
Oh, that one. My bad. I don't know about my great-great-grandson, sorry. Though I must say, you've all been all over the newspapers these past few days.
Oh, that was the actual line.
I'm not always improving. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student.
He gave me an F. Piece of shit, mother.
That's why you always sleep to the top like me. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! Honestly, this voice fits so perfectly. I could never murder someone!
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
We should maybe check to see if Discord, if the stream picks up well your voice. Can you double check that? It'd be awkward if for some reason it's like just me talking to myself some lines.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. No, it's good.
Alright, we're good. Straighten yourself up. Alright, we good. You mean?
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Because I was there. I killed him.
I mean... I'd believe it. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. Like, he's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering— oh fuck, I couldn't read that into— okay, hold on, I got this. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive.
Oh, thank God we got a fucking history log, dude.
The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. Maybe we could be, I don't know, more than friends. 3 days ago.
The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Yes, that's when it all started. When the clap of his ass cheeks alerted the guards. Congratulations, Kazuma. Go ahead.
No, just... We're just suddenly, like, pushing this into Metal Gear Solid.
Pushing this into game Metal Gear Solid, yeah. We just start, all of a sudden it turns into Metal Gear Solid 3 as the game goes along.
Snake Eater.
Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Have you ever noticed that the wind is always blowing my bandana? My little headscarf. I'm just cool like that. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
Well, the wind's always blowing your bandana because you keep bringing this industrial fan with you. And just it cuts to the side where there's a giant industrial fan.
The actual is that they've been screaming over it the entire time.
Yeah. And that's why my character sounds like this. Normally it'd be my normal voice, but they're actually screaming the entire time. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world? I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't have the hots for him. He's a living legend. It's like, I'm not even...
Kazuma, ooh, woo.
He's a living legend, It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system.
Actually, now that you think about it, we are kind of like on a date right now.
Just don't think about it too much. How are my relationship points doing?
Oh, I got like 2 hearts of the 5.
If you had 5, I would have given you a real smooch on the lips. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
If I had 5, would you give me your underwear like Danganronpa?
What the fuck?
That's the thing they do.
What? Really?
That's what they do.
What the fuck is Danganronpa? I thought it was like the crazy murder puzzle game. What the fuck?
Yes.
Do they just hand you their underwear if they like you?
There's like it's a crazy murder puzzle game that's kind of similar to Ace Attorney, but then there's the what's the word? There's the like the day-to-days are like interrupted by like Persona-esque, just like hanging out with people at the school in the murder mystery school. Anyway, you read that line already, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. And burn it down to the ground. Never mind.
Then come with me. We can go on a tour of the world.
Blush.
Do that Titanic thing.
Blush.
I'll draw you like one of my fisherman's wife girls.
God.
We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. And tearing up the sheets, if you know what I mean. Okay.
We're really pushing for this.
Yeah.
They made it so easy, dude. It's just...
I hope this guy dies soon.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then. A partner. A wink.
Woo.
Start pushing the index fingers together.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened.
Alright, take a wild guess.
I think I know who this is. Asogi, may I have a word? Okay, never mind. I might have got it wrong.
Oh, you gotta stick with it now.
God damn it. This is your line.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming. I see you still have that voice thing.
Well, this is just how I wake up in the morning. This case has a personal significance to me. Alright, fine, I'll do it. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then. Also, aren't the pictures above the blackboard in the background the judges from the past games?
Well, there's only
Or the
one
future
judge.
games?
There's only one judge, as far as I remember.
I thought I'd seen a lot of dudes with white beards.
I'm trying to remember who's in Spirit of Justice. They're a different judge, but they might look similar. So, if not the same as the other judge. But, yeah. Okay, go out once. I shall accompany you.
All right then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes! Thanks, Kazuma! She better not make a move on my man.
Oh no.
God damn it.
This guy's thinking the exact same thing. She better not make a move on my man.
The exact same thing. Damn it. This is awkward.
If I may,
Yeah, sorry.
you must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene.
Okay.
Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
He talked about me?
As such, I feel you should know.
Now what?
Well, as if you no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
As I suspected.
But I totally killed that guy!
But I totally didn't! Oh no!
I beat him!
Oh man, I'm gonna fuck up his life, dude! Oh man!
I was just trying to take away the only obstacle between us.
I was just trying to make it so that we could stand side by side together! And you know, have a heartwarming moment as he defended me as my hero! Oh.
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
Huh? He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. Besides, this is exactly what the government would do. I don't know what you mean.
This is the exact kind of thing they do. What?
You know, fuck people over. That's what they do all the time. It's what they're made for. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. Just one mistake, and the government hates you. Forever and ever and ever.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry. What do you mean?
You'll soon understand when proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
will you take him as your lawfully wedded wife? I do!
This is going a little too well.
One moment, let me clear my throat real quick. Every now and then I think I should not mute myself when I do that. Anyway.
You must say, I do.
I do! But what would the question be? Surely
When you hear it.
not. Oh my god, it's totally. We're getting married!
Do you
accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our
How do you say that?
Surreptitious.
surreptitious discussions are about to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
This is it. If this trial
I
goes
just kill
badly,
him. I can get out of here.
if I could just kill everyone here, everything would go all right, and then I could be together with Kazuma. It just might work. I'll kill them all, starting with this bailiff. This is it. This trial goes badly. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over, and once more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny!
Snake Eater! 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. It's very slow.
So this is a courtroom!
Yeah, it's just kind of a room where you stand.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has higher power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. They look like, I don't know, pretty militaristic and like in imperial, kind of like, I don't know, as if some racist shit's gonna happen.
They're heartless, Sora. They're here to fight the nobodies.
Lots of military and other uniforms in there. You see, I was right.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. The whole courtroom is under a cardboard box right now.
Oh man,
We're distracting.
They'll never find us.
They're distracting everyone outside by using Snake Eater constantly playing.
And nudie mags.
Lots of nudie mags.
a secret trial.
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting them. You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Oh,
I know that guy. I've seen the one in the glasses.
all right. You should be the judge.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
So, trying to think of if I should do his voice. Here's the thing. Like, the natural thing would be the nerdy voice, but we gotta save the nerdy voice. My nerdy voice in specific.
Do we? Who are we? Well, I guess you probably know and I don't, but...
Well, I don't actually know, but I feel like... So, usually... I don't think this guy's gonna be here for long. I just want to say.
Oh.
give him the main character voice again. Just give. Fuck it. We
The
could.
prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
Really? You're going?
I'm like, what the fuck?
You're going with that? All right.
No, I figured you would voice him.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency!
Oh my god. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm.
Also, hi, Wiscardy.
Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Look at my eyes. I don't know how to feel about
Normal
being here.
procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. We're allowing this because you are to be wed, but... As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
Time slow. This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do. Wait, I'm not getting married? Fuck. Aw, I was really getting my hopes up. I was so ready, dude. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Wait and see, or answer I do?
I don't know. Just gonna take care. We're just gonna take advantage of our time powers here for a second. Hold on, please. Thank you.
God. I am God. Anyway, wait and see. Kazuma is the lawyer here. I can't defend myself. If I said I do, it would be tantamount to lying. And I've been accused of murder, for goodness sake. This is no time for lies.
Try to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting.
But if I don't say I'll defend myself now, things could end very badly for my friend.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed.
My beady little eyes looking everywhere. Oh man, I'm so nervous.
As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's okay. I wasn't done reading. Shifty-eyed little fucker. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
Look at the shifty eye, motherfucker. He definitely did it.
He does not pass the vibe check.
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your ass cheeks clapped so loud that all of London is waiting for you, and I can't stop you from going. He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
I do keep alerting the guards. How sad. Means you don't have faith in me. Maybe you're not my betrothed after all. Think I won't be able to... Okay. You think I won't be able to get you off?
I know you can get me off, but just in case, I'd like to do it on my own this time in front of everyone. No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Now everybody's gonna know what you're packing. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
This is you.
I'm just letting it stew for a moment.
I just have to sit here for a while.
And let the breeze flow through my headscarf. What the fuck do you even call that?
It's a banana.
A banana?
Bandana.
Banana?
Bandana.
Make no mistake, Counsel.
Dude, can you please say things quicker? My eyes are fucking getting all dried out from having them open the entire time.
You're blinking, you shifty-eyed motherfucker. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it means. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I know that expression. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan.
Yeah.
Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Definitely. Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. Move the stick to change dialogue.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. How many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Clearly me, because I got wrongfully fucking accused. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke.
No, that's my name.
Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that. There's no button
It's
for
simple. You can access the court record with a press of right bumper. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
You sounded a bit weird there,
including
bro.
my love for you.
You sounded a bit weird there, like kind of robotic. Were you alright? Okay, I guess not. I just have to press the right bumper for the court record. All right, there's no time to. What the fuck did I just do it myself? I gotta press the button. This is you.
Oh, my bad. I was reading other stuff. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with right bumper.
Anyway, university collar pin, proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yume University. Always wear it on my collar of my uniform jacket.
You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
Oh my god! They killed Kazuma! Oh man, I loved it! Kazuma, second year at the Imperial Yume University, is my best friend, and despite being a student and a qualified defense lawyer as well. Eugene, a medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He's an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. Taketsuchi, the lead prosecutor of this case.
Takatsuchi Aochi.
Taketsuchi.
Takatsuchi Aochi.
Taketsuchi Aochi.
There you go.
The lead prosecutor of this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes the Cultural Reformation has brought about. John H. Wilson, the victim of this case. He was visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire.
No. A certain other professor of medicine? So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. He gets temperamental if he doesn't get his bottle. Go on.
What the fuck?
Find the victim in the people section of the court record. Then press Y to present. Present. Wow, that got fucked up. Try it now.
Fine. I was gonna present him.
Yes!
Yes. The victim's name is Dr. John H. Wilson.
Are there
What?
penalties for getting things wrong?
Probably later on. And you know, it probably would have been fine if I did it then. But yes.
I was just gonna ask, cause like, if you fuck up stuff enough, I assume there would be consequences. But like, can we just see what happens if you just go full Dumbo mode for a while?
Yeah, I guess for now we could. At least make sure that we could.
Zah! Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. Those filthy Americans come by, and as most of you will be aware, we've just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
I tell myself that in the mirror all the time. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible.
You sound a bit tired there, Cosmo. You go right?
It's not easy keeping your bandana blowing in the wind through sheer cool factor alone, all because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Holding a gun. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
The British Empire! Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. Sure, he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. And kill him with my gun. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency!
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life?
I detect the court record. Death occurred little after 2 p.m. and was caused by the loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. I killed him with the gun, sir.
State before the court the cause of death.
I killed him with the gun, sir. I just said it. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was,
Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
Why? Evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
I killed him with this pin! The evidence that clearly shows the victim's cause of death is, of course, this!
And on what basis do you present this evidence?
Well, because it was in the court record, of course!
Slow down. The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the bailiffs. Why did you pick that? Isn't there something more relevant looking?
Well, now that you say that, I suppose...
Pick the wrong piece of evidence again, and it won't be a mystery as to your cause of death.
Oh man, did he just threaten me with a sword? In a court of law?
I think I did.
Yeah, he Thanks! He sounds
Cut you
and
down.
looks
where you
deadly serious.
stand.
Oh god. He's even talking over me.
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select OK.
It was the same exact thing you didn't need to say.
I was going to anyway.
Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy.
We'd finish it, really, but anyway.
What? But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
I'm just imagining a police officer just walking up to the body. He's like, "Yep, someone shot him." That's it. He's dead.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah, he's. Let me just. Is like, you sure? Is like, officer kicks his body. He's like, "Yep, he's not moving. He's dead."
Gives him a couple of kicks like he's checking the pressure on a tire. Yep, he's dead.
But yeah, did you read this one? Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
inspects the body.
That's the one I just fucking read.
Yeah, I just gotta double check. You know, like.
Do the log.
I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on this, on any of this later, like, you know, through video game mechanics.
This is the so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we can assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Take a knife.
Yawning. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Modern scientific evidence. It's a picture and we just kicked it a few times.
Yeah. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record.
I guess it's modern for them.
I mean, yeah.
Although pictures are, how old are pictures?
In general, pretty old.
Yeah.
But this didn't give a year, I don't think, so.
Year ancient.
Ancient times.
Anyway, a photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot in the front of the chest and subsequently died, yeah. So that's the photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. We somehow caught you mid-yawn again.
Sort of, but I was also looking up when cameras became mainstream, and that was in 1913.
Huh?
35mm camera became available to the public in 1913. Japanese camera industry began to take off in 1936 with the Canon 35mm rangefinder. There you go. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. I was looking at the wrong window. Let us start the trial.
Were you looking at my stream?
Yes, and it was very delayed.
Certainly, Your
Why did this guy
Excellency.
just, like, double dab?
Double tap.
Cause I am hot shit.
I do Sentai poses before a courtroom.
Do you not see this outfit? I'm a Sentai Ranger. Anyway, so without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Ah! This is it then!
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
If he gets us on the same panel, he's sure to tear us apart so he can swoop in and bromance me later. Yes, clearly you were the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Why did he turn his head like that? Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Oh, he's gonna assist me. Oh,
He's so dreamy.
of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, bud. Any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Sure, I'm gonna need a roommate in London. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
But this is how I look like normally. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Really? What the fuck? There's no
Right?
wind
Why
in
is he
here.
keep giving us bedroom eyes, too?
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
God, fuck.
Jesus fuck! Is he okay?
Well, clearly not. He's been voice acting for too long. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
Yeah, that's sanitary.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Anyway, I'm going to feed the guest now. With my bloody handkerchief. Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests, if you get what I mean.
What?
That's where my wife works.
That, oh god. This
She
green,
keeps bringing home a lot of money.
I think she's just a great hostess. Whatever that is. Anyway, this grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants. An Occidental eatery 3 days ago.
I don't even know that word. Or I've maybe seen it, but I've never... It's con science to me. Understood. Hosonoga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Interjection!
Aspiring? Maybe aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day of question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes, you're right! But hold on! Wait, why would you... I don't get... Yeah.
He's entirely accurate.
He's
That is
incredibly
exactly the order
correct.
of events.
Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. Yeah, why does he say yes, dude?
Yes!
Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor for some reason. I didn't shoot him!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw, you amateur.
But...
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
I'll be what now?
Wait. I'll be what now? I only want that from Kazuma. Thank you very much.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. I'll penalize you all night long. You'll have your chance to fight back.
One moment, real quick. Oh shit! That me left clicking on my mouse causes it to go forward for
now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
Okay, never mind. I guess I tried to click off the game and it moved forward with a left click, but whatever. Ah!
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
My guy, are you okay?
Yes, without question. And no, do I look okay?
I
Not
see.
really.
And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Ah! Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table?
What's the matter, Ryunosuke? Still thinking about me penalizing you?
That's just not right. Well, maybe. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Wait. I don't know. What do you do?
I mean, normally you would wait till, like, they would have,
Cross-examine, right?
yeah, but maybe this is before that was a thing. So we force it in. I don't know, which
I
one
mean,
do you
they
think?
did say they would penalize you, so depends on how badly you want that.
Yes!
Pretty bad, it seems.
Just a moment, please! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. For sure of it! There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Usunoga-san, is there any chance that you are mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
No. Damn. Got the glasses on and everything.
Yeah, the Gendo pose.
He's definitely not lying. Alright, well.
Where we? Oh
What, did I skip something? Ah, fuck. Yeah, he just said no.
no, just we sat on no for a really long time.
I was
okay.
just looking at something real quick.
Oh.
Fuck. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it! I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to.
It's scribbled in my own blood. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir. Gavel.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. I think you done goofed.
Oh, well,
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
of course. Here you are.
What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something suddenly seems to have shaken him.
This man dies on the stand.
The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. The head waiter's business card, a sketch of the restaurant's layout in the back. We're gonna find out something on the business card. Yeah, why did he fucking double down?
So, the court has now heard the precise of the case.
We are not. We are not prepared for this.
Oh wait, we could even further examine. Male, British. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Okay. Oh no. Oh, magnifying glass. Oh boy. Look at his bald spot.
It's a nice steak.
But he didn't eat a single bite of it?
Is that a second wine glass?
The head waiter's business card is good though. Damn, we can't flip the card. It's written in his
What's that
blood.
written? What's the other stuff written though?
This? Like, I can fucking read it.
No, in the lighter color.
Oh, it's probably the other back of the card.
Oh, that would make sense.
It says kitchen and entrance, and it doesn't tell me the rest of the Japanese that is in the other side of the card.
I guess we'll learn to flip it later.
In before, that's not even important.
It's a red herring. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today.
What if it was the waiter, and the waiter's just lying to you? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Shot him and then dropped it because he's feeble. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here.
Do you have fucking fingerprint analysis, dude? Did you check my fingerprints on the gun? Or are you just taking his word for it?
Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency!
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. Make my job easy. I need to go see Ouchie's wife in the Pleasure District later.
What? In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this case. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
Why not bring them out then? What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
That's just what Lali Lulelo wants you to do.
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikotoba said it. And so is the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you.
I love you.
And yet, despite knowing that you love me, you'll never get to be my roommate. You're now willing to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on Lolly Lule Low?
Damn. He makes a good point.
The battle with Psycho Mantis hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke.
Alright.
Switch your controller port.
No, this is awkward. I just have like the one in the front of my PC and the other one
Put
is
it in the
USB.
back USB. Go through the back door.
All right, okay. Let me get down on the ground and slowly hunch over as I go over to the USB.
Bend over and plug it in.
We need this guy to die. We need this
Oh god. Damn.
The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Weapons to surpass Metal Gear. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Oh my god, he's so cool.
Imagine the desk cracked when he slapped it. Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchie, please continue with proceedings. I shall see your wife later.
Just, well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
Ah,
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstrunk young mouth of yours will be silent. Forever.
wait, there were only 2 people at the table. And there are other witnesses. Huh. Anyway.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
I mean, according to them, there were only 2 people at the table. We know there's 3.
At least. What the fuck? Dude is enamored with a pot.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Oh my.
I guess we take one each. Which one do you want?
I'll take Nosa.
All right.
Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa, reporting for duty, sir! I like the idea of him being southern.
Myself, I find the employers to provide fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, on the premises in the 2nd District, Kyoryo, Karakuta, at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curious with which I make my business.
I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Oh.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. God damn.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir.
What?
What the fuck?
What? The baby.
Somebody kill that infant for me. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing you said. What? Is the baby the truth?
What?
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Like Revolver Ocelot.
Yes!
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Ah, I've been uncomfortable the entire time here. You know, we've been this close, but we never really got any closer. I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Oh man. The jokes write themselves. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Wait, I think I get it. I think I get what's happening.
Is there a baby in the pot?
No. Do you see what's on the soldier?
Oh, he has a baby behind him.
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually adorable.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
But I can't pull my eyes away from this pot for now.
What the witnesses saw.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
What the fuck? Where'd you pull that from?
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed... Quiet down back there. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian. From the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I already think I see it. Anyway.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment.
I already know what we gotta push.
You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked quiet down back there. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Why do you have a knife now?
Oh,
I don't.
yeah, he definitely has a baby behind him because he's holding up the baby as he leans forward.
Oh, that makes sense too. Why does he have a knife?
I'ma kill the baby! What times we live in when an English
Oh, no.
gentleman may be a
Imagine he lifts his glasses with the wrong hand while he has it out.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
son-
He pulls it out, then he lifts his spectacle. Imagine he does it with the wrong hand.
Oh god, shit!
Oh no.
What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day!
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke? They have a virus that makes it so you can't say the right thing, like Lollylulelo.
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Like gas. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang!
It fired! Right into his chest.
As I held it up against him.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere.
Yeah, it was me.
And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
I'm going to cross-examine your body later. Do it now.
Oh my god.
Why do we always get so aggressively gay when we
I don't know. People would understand.
anime night? It's just like, no, they're just roommates, dude. Don't worry about
They're
it.
just roommates. Just Hibiki and what's her name? Miku. And Chris. And Tsubasa. Just roommates.
As we heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare.
Yes, you're right! I am guilty!
He's just gonna raise his hand. I have a question.
I have a question.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
The defense demands its right to cross-examination.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. He can cross-examine you all night long.
I don't like where this one is going.
Go.
Kazuma is so commanding.
it's
Very well.
I mean, it's setting it up, dude. It's just.
Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Pull down your pants.
Wait,
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
now everyone wants it. What the fuck? What? I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose their lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. You were still spinning the revolver for another 20 seconds.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
right, evidence.
A nuclear arsenal of evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witnesses lying.
Solid Snake here is just constantly getting like flashbacks or some shit.
To war.
Yeah. Even though this would be pre-nuclear disaster, I don't know.
Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
I mean, given how Metal Gear is constructed, he could be having, like, genetic memory of future events or some shit based on the cloning that was going to take place.
Actually, no, this would be post-nuclear because I don't know what they're going with this. It's like a mix of times.
This would be pre.
It'd be pre? All right.
Yeah. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are still thriving cities, right?
I mean, isn't Nagasaki okay now?
Now.
Yeah, now.
Do you think this is, like, 50 years after the fact?
No, how no. Anyway,
Exactly.
anyway. Did you say that one?
I can say it again if you want.
All right, fine.
Okay.
All right, then. It's all or nothing.
This voice does fit him.
Yeah, what the witnesses saw. So, you don't need to read it.
Oh. Ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant will have a technical discussion with the old man.
All right, fine. You can read it. Oh, by the way, top right. That's our health bar, I guess.
Okay.
Press.
Well. No. Oh. Okay.
What do you want?
Well, he said that we shot him in the back.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw the same thing we saw.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's funny if we press on everything.
Oh, okay.
Because usually you don't get repercussions for pressing on everything.
Oh.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique?
See? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. What did we press on? I was ingesting food. Yeah.
I was eating the steak with the old man. Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright then, this beefsteak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Ah!
Attention! Beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh!
Skip it across the grill like a stone and serve it raw. If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right! I see! Thank you, sir! So, next question. What's a cutlet?
You just start going through cuts of meat.
That's
Oh,
not what you
God.
mentioned! What kind of food is that?
Oh no. Did we write this game?
Attention!
Oh!
Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep-fried cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict. Atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case and not your lunch?
But then we won't get the funny scenes. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. So, next question. So you see, that's why you don't go for the thing correctly right away. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing shit?
Negative.
You keep hearing a sort of wow crying noise.
Negative.
Oh, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover.
Affirmative.
It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. We got an achievement.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio in the military gentleman.
Oh fuck, I didn't mean to go. We could go back, but there we go.
Yes!
Yes! I have no idea what you're talking about.
A Kaban boy!
Oh, come on! You mean an Oda Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from Hoi period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said items secreted in my bosom pocket in the hope of an affluent, cognizant, appraised of its indisputable value being present.
So, you were hoping to sell your Kaban coin to Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant.
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You're about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Kaban. Isn't that so?
Well,
You little upstart cadet. You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination.
no, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of a midday luncheon. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. The gentleman assigned me, who was grappling with his praised bill at the time, was my sole prospect.
I see.
At the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Yes!
You're right. So, you're saying that you actually saw me at that time?
Affirmative. I saw you. You yellow-bellied, slimming-looking son of a bitch. What? Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
But that's impossible! I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table. And so what if it was? Well, if that really is the case, I mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
I clicked too quickly, my brain just read it, and it's like, yeah, I got that.
Oh shit. Arg! And double arg. My sixth sense.
Sorry.
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. They call it Hamon. which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Surely that's not really possible, is it?
Do you think I'd have got to where I am today in the Army if I... Quiet down back there. If I couldn't sense danger in the air, son? Well... It would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not
Later, you
good.
can watch us do the deed.
Shut the fuck up. Where's this is Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that I thought, Gesundheit, that I thought was sus.
Well, it is. We'll go ahead and press it. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
Arg. I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. A thick and creamy sauce from barbecued meat.
Oh, okay.
What? Who else do you see around here in the black uniform? What do you think I meant?
Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back, you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me.
Huh.
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
This game is for babies that need to be handheld to know what is... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you gathered in the court record.
Here's the tutorial, dude. Chill out.
It's a baby game for babies. If you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back.
The baby in the courtroom takes offense to that.
Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face. Ugh. And make him choke on it.
That was very descriptive.
This guy.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Yes!
On your hands and knees, can you explain that, please?
That's right. Spreading the arthritis, I was, in order to retrieve the lost piece.
Sorry, replying to somebody.
What lost piece are you referring to?
The Cabal Curse!
Bruh!
The exquisite Holy Era Cabal coin!
Just smash that bottle on the fucking... Okay.
I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. Oh, that's a new word for me.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You never heard...
Why don't you just do this,
Okay,
God?
okay.
After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
You've never heard somebody say, like, are you out there masticating? As they... Because, like, it sounds like masturbating.
No.
That's a pretty common one.
No.
So the baby is chewing on this coin, right? We're in agreement on that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, now that you brought it up, yeah.
The come
This
on,
coin is for babies.
this coin is for babies.
Hence I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it, and then it happened. I shot the man!
You heard the gunshot, you mean.
None other than, though it was no concern of mine,
What?
I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
So
How did
in,
he get this man off the stand? This crazy old loon just like wandered in here.
so in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred.
Indeed, myself, I did not.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. So this is when you loop around.
Listen, Ryunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
I understand that. The question is, how?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. Thrust it in their face, down their throat. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing RB.
Oh, he's not even robot this time.
Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. No. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other,
Present.
your evidence with why and rip the witness apart.
Oh, the
What?
robot came back to you.
Why does this man keep saying stuff that's a little too fitting?
Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty, and I'll have to penalize you. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record. Find an inconsistency with a witness's statement.
All right, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you like.
I don't like that he keeps drawing, like, going to draw his sword.
So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
He's so dreamy.
Anyway, beefsteak. Served it with his own eyes.
From the back.
He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. Is that the
I
best
think
one?
the post-mortem report. Because the bullet didn't pass through, so like, you wouldn't
No,
have seen anything from the back.
it doesn't say specifically from the front here.
Doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from the other thing.
This one says it. Yes, you're right. I killed him.
Yes, I did shoot him.
I don't know why he says yes.
Back.
Um,
What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache.
inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
Tisk, what nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
Huh? I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there's no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Just entirely change up his voice out of nowhere. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Oh my god, he's so cool. Cosima! What?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. Back shots all day long. Black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
You're right. But no! That just can't be. That just can't be. Yes, but no!
And why not, cadet?
Because.
Don't look at me. Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah! Well, you see, I was looking at my baby, and Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh, hi, hello there. Just gonna shove that back down real quick. Alright.
What the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but pushed it down again.
Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir, at this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Till the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were, firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
Hmm.
Not your baby.
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
Oh, I get it.
That's absurd.
EA,
What?
EA, sir, no, sir.
Oh,
EA is no. He no.
Oh, okay.
He does not know.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Damn, he's just throwing it out.
Yeah? Yeah!
I got an achievement.
Damn. Oh, baby.
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from that one discrepancy. Wow. If you look at the scene, it's almost like we're holding hands. So this is what a Peace Journey is all about.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
You're absolutely correct. Yes! I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it off the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Oh yeah, you were looking for your Kaban coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prize Toyera Kaban.
He is vibrating with excitement.
Hunting around under the table I was. In case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded holy treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No,
I see.
that lamentable day, the precious Hoy Kaban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Why are you looking at him?
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. Ryunosuke was just, he's just doing the shifty-eyed thing, but in that context, it was just like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're saying right now. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Wait, fuck. Right.
Wrong one.
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
That's much smaller.
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed despicable crime. The Excellency despicable the equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Did you kick his dog before?
I did no such thing. I did go to the district and see his wife, though.
Oh, that's what you meant by your cherry popped. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. I don't know what that looks like.
2 for $1. Yes, sir, at once, sir. Waiting signal to testify, sir.
Baby.
It's just happy to be there.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido. Ido Nosa. Seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Wait, hold up. Are you sure it'd be I don't know, sir? It would be Ayesa. I know.
Are they doing last names first?
If it's Japanese.
Iesa Ido?
Yes, I know. Maybe they added him?
Oh.
But it's
I
the
don't know.
it's the Yesa family, right? Or is it the
I don't
Nosa
know.
family? Okay. Damn it.
I don't know.
No, you don't know, so.
I don't know, sir.
Alright.
I don't know, sir.
Anyway, they can't afford a nanny.
Ido. Tension! Your father's about to quail the... Aw. Quail the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
That's adorable. He's a thief and a liar, but that's adorable.
The true culprit.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes! Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was! That young lad in black! That much I myself did see!
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed! Alone he was, the Englishman! All dining all by himself!
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could... Careful there. Could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
It's the baby. The baby did it.
Yes. These tested. Okay.
Wait, that's that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at this table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel?
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We're cooked.
We're cooked. They didn't order
We're
food.
cooked.
They didn't order food, dude. Oh, what are we
Well
supposed
done.
to do?
We're well done, bro.
Damn. Oh man, this is really rare. Who would have thought they would have not ordered food at a restaurant?
I know. Must have been. We're gonna need a medium to get us out of this one.
It's so funny
Not
you
good.
say. It's so funny you said that. You don't know you don't know the other games. You don't know the
I
other
don't know the
games.
lore.
You don't know the
I don't know the lore.
Yeah, are you
Did
sure?
I just stumble into an amazing fucking pun?
You did. You just fucking. You just.
Sweet.
I can't wait till you play the other. In fact, write this down right now. Write that joke down right now.
Okay, I'm penning it.
Got it written down? Okay, I hope you have it written down. So otherwise this would be awkward. Anyway, one
I'm
day.
penning it right now. Gosh. So needy. Okay, it's penned.
All right, those are part of your notes of Ace Attorney that you must.
My attorney courtroom notes.
Yeah, that's part of your court record now.
Sweet.
As can
Yeah. Okay. One.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
This doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
Photographic print of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with them.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all.
Yeah, court's gotta move really quickly, apparently. It happened yesterday.
The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that
You're
I,
still fresh on your horrible fucking top knot, douche.
Takatsuji Ouchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires in an honor. Is an honor. I can't fucking read.
He's still, even spelling it British, the asshole.
Oh
I
man,
don't know.
how can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule.
I wanna rock! Rock! What?
Okay.
Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet.
That was probably, yeah.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
Infiltrate their compounds. Don't alert any of the guards with your dummy thick ass cheeks. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? I'm gonna go grab some bread because I know that there are croissants in the fridge. They are calling to me currently, so I will be right back.
Okay. Well, I feel. Damn. that was like the most. I mean, I guess I could take this as a bit of a voice break. How's it going? I mean, I wish there was music going on. Damn.
I'm back.
He's back.
Tisk, rules can be so unbending at times.
Ah! The true culprit.
Even what I saw was the precise moment the firearm was discharged. It's all the same thing.
Yes! Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was! That young lad in black! That much I myself did see!
Oh wait, I forgot. We could. We already heard this. This is the part where we press. All right, let's see. Yes, you're right. It's the same thing. Wait, no! It's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun.
We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Did you?
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink.
This is a court of law.
So there you have it.
This is like a 3rd grade explanation.
Have what?
Attention!
If a tree falls in the middle of the forest and no one is there to hear it, did it truly fall? He just gave us that.
Yeah. The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you?
Ah!
And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in the most incriminating position as well. Doing the Jacko pose. Isn't that so, Korikuda-san?
He was there doing the Jekyll pose.
I thought he just died. There was such a long delay of like nothing going on.
There's plenty of that much I did myself dizzy. All right.
Yes! 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 It may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I told you already! That's only because I picked it off the floor!
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, a gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of events beyond our control life is.
Sorry! What do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the kaban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result.
I don't think this is quite the same.
Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't want to read it?
Yes!
Furthermore,
You must have noticed someone else at the Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Oh,
wasn't a woman.
only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened.
When it has that late lunch, dude, or like an early dinner, or like a brunch. Okay.
A brunch would be between breakfast and lunch. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I don't know what you call it then. Denutch?
I've been
Denutch?
calling it a lunner.
Okay.
It just kind of fits, doesn't it?
I guess it works for both supper and dinner, you're right. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly. 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why maybe a time zone, was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason.
There was.
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
Man, I really am enjoying my croissant up here.
My croissant.
It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hota Clinic. Yes, there would appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? Always.
Yeah, why not? Fill that bitch up.
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds?
I mean, it's like a thing that exists and pertains to the fucking case, so it should be evidence, dude.
The court has already had conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are no concern.
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon.
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Damn. Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
Dude just admitted to it. Like, what the fuck?
Alright.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
Yay.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right! I hear you!
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korekuda-san.
Was this the last one? Indeed, Aloni was the Englishman standing up by himself. Alright, let's look at the court. And examine it. Auto clinic found in the victim's pocket. Alright. Did we... Was it this one that we pressed on? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was... Nosa's was the one we pressed on.
Alright, so... Yes! So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone! Well, I did! Forgive me for the position I placed you in!
So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the uncontestable evidence that we have to support their statements as well. Look at that! There's only one meal!
Whoa! Where's my meal?
Shit! As can clearly be seen, there's only a single beef steak at the victim's table. A meal for one.
No!
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest,
Oh,
I
wait,
have
that's me.
absolutely no idea.
That's me. If I'm perfectly
bad.
honest, I have absolutely. Man, I sounded different there. Like I was even voiced by a different person.
That sounded so cool.
Man, my impression. I've listened to Cosmo so much that my impression of him is actually starting to get pretty good.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth?
Liar! What? What'd you say, cadet?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor.
Is this going to turn out that it was a man?
I mean, even still, they're lying.
Yeah, fair.
Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible.
What's that on the wall? That's interesting. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone.
So sorry.
The waiter, who has been dying in the back of the courtroom, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone.
That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
But I...
Such a woman were indeed present at the scene. The prosecution demands to see proof.
I just blinked. Did you see it? It's like, so the Phantom Lady exists.
And if no such proof exists,
I mean, your argument, that argument does work here.
Yeah.
the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that. All right, we're looping.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. Can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
I don't like this.
That we had to press all the way through?
Well, no, that, like, we had to get the medical report card and then wait till the end to be shown what it says so that we can then... Now we can figure out where the discrepancies lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would rather be able to look at it the moment we got it and then be like, aha.
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How exactly?
We open it and use our eyes. You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may
Examine.
That sounded normal to
Press
me. He could have said
A.
and you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
use right stick up, right stick left, right stick down, right stick right.
Ellipses.
To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. I hope you can read Japanese by using
Left stick, ellipses. Oh. You could shoot it with the gun you found on the floor.
With the gun I used to kill the man.
Yeah, with the gun you used to kill.
You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. Like you're using a gun. The crosshairs start to pulsate. Press A to investigate further.
I think you could say investigate normally.
No. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learnt about Lolly Lule Low by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need
When
to
you
use
find out
right
why
stick,
Quiet
left
is
stick, and
naked,
A.
You're gonna feel super bad about the fact you made fun of her outfit.
No, I won't.
It's because she breathes through her skin.
No, I won't.
It's really dumb.
To inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious. Alright. I can't read required for every visit, and Mr. John Wilson had a clinic. Okay, I guess, yeah. It says Hana Clinic on this medical report card. I
Yeah,
hate
we already
clinics.
knew that.
Almost as much
Okay.
as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was
I still
5,
feel
I
my
got the
arm.
only coat I've ever had in my life. Damn. Only one?
This boy is healthy.
And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had this hideous injection in my right arm. I'll
You
never
okay there?
forget it. Never in my life.
You get the shot clot. To get a stroke all of a sudden.
Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. I still feel my right arm and the shrapnel in my forehead. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything.
Alright, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Alright, so thankfully it put subtitles. Oh. Oh,
Oh, it's got a QR code so we can scan it into our phone.
yeah, cool. I'm gonna pull out my phone right now. Let's try it.
It's a dentist.
Wait, he wouldn't have been able to eat after.
Oh yeah. But we'll also we'll go for this. It looks like, well, it depends what he's doing at the dentist.
I mean, even for cleaning, they recommend you don't eat for an hour at least. So,
Looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago. But it's definitely going that way. It's definitely.
It's probably a record of long-term treatment. That's why. The family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one.
Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors, then?
yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Why would
Good
you?
fucking job, investigator.
They make you drink horrible tasting medicine. They give you painful injections. And then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb. Oh, well, I don't want to get a fucking vaccination. They will never make me get a vaccination.
They'd make me autistic.
You sound like a model patient. The bad capes of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine indeed.
I got an achievement for investigating this inside and out, but I have yet to do that. There's
Yeah,
still...
we've not gone inside, in fact.
Okay, I guess it really.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes! I've heard of this anesthesia! Although it's hard to believe there's anything that could actually stop you from feeling pain.
Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. It says not to eat anything for a few hours. Till anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Motherfucker.
Court's just gonna say that he ate anyway, because they're a bunch of fucking assholes, but you know.
Record of dental work on the day. Yeah, okay. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely!
Even if what I saw wasn't in the oh, right.
Alright, so here.
Probably.
Yes, you're right!
He was alone. I have a question.
Well, I think, oh yeah, I gotta raise my hand and, let me just, wait here with my hand raised. Maybe they'll call up to me anytime now.
About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. First and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke. It's lagging, so I can't actually read it, but I still hear the thing going by. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Let me restart the screen for you. Oop. Let me maybe turn it down a bit. I think it runs at 30 FPS anyway, so I can maybe do it there too.
Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma!
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully.
Oh,
Straight up. Yeah, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
alright! And thanks for the advice! I would like to marry Kazuma!
I do!
Korikuda-san! This is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
I see. And, I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what it is written on this report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish fiddle.
But
What? It's his cross-examination.
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
but that's, it is relevant to say it. Dumbass.
Remember, Ryunosuke, You don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Speak it with the fire in your heart. Your drill was the drill that pierced the heavens.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further.
I'm gonna interrupt someone again, aren't I?
Probably.
The witness testimony the court has heard have been clear and concise. The medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who...
Well, I interrupted myself. The medical report card has nothing to do with the case, huh?
You really believe that? What? The outburst atrophied me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Auto Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
What is it? What's this now?
And furthermore... Oh man, I feel like my voice is kind of like deviating. Anyway, if I told you that that as a result...
Are we gonna do one case a night? Is that how this is gonna go?
Probably.
That's alright.
Well, actually, maybe not. Because the later cases will be longer and have different sections. So, usually, there's like a way that the cases are like divided up. So, when those moments happen, naturally, if we need to stop or if we really want to stop between, like, at any point, we can. You can see that we can save. But usually, for like the sake of, like, you know, things making sense. Probably.
Consistency.
Yeah. But there is
Showmanship.
but there is a certain point in each trial or each case that kind of acts as a cliffhanger if it follows the rules of other games. I'm assuming this will follow the rules of other games. But yeah. Let me just in case save. Game crashes immediately. If I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. What?
Just what are you trying to say, cadet?
There we go. You're eating too hungry, Lear.
What?
Are you still eating? He said he has a new line.
Oh, I was watching the stream again. My bad.
He had orders not to eat. So what?
I was like, what do you mean? You're the one taking so long to hit the button. Gosh.
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours. Post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't...
Korekuda-san. It's harder to pronounce when you have to do the voice.
No, I get it.
What? Boy, what?
As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
No!
Additionally,
There's more?
you've assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case.
Grrr.
Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthesia. Or anesthetic.
Arr. Expertly done, partner.
I love the wide shots where you can still see it flowing in the wind.
this nonsense, you little upstart! These are baseless accusations. Just look at the photographic evidence.
Well, dumbass, think about it.
You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How? How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
Oh.
Woo!
Same brain cell.
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Yes, most definitely.
So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum.
I don't know if this is a first case that feels longer than other ones, or I just don't remember.
Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beefsteak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel.
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
Fucking love his shifty eyes. Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. It's the fucking woman I've been telling about! This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of before I cut you open with my sword.
Got it! So, person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been the victim itself! Me!
The two witnesses!
Me!
Yes!
Yes! I think you may have been me! What?
It's not enough that you took the man's life, but you took his meal as well. That's a bee sting on the crying face. Some people seem to think they can do whatever they like.
And some people seem to think they can say whatever they like. Ryunosuke.
Sorry, you're right. Of course I didn't eat it.
Next time you make a quip like that, I'll make you eat your words. In bed. Then you'll be needing some dental surgery yourself. In bed.
Alright, I get the message. The person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been...
The idea of the two witnesses quickly scrambling over and just devouring it like raccoons.
I bet it was the sergeant and the antiques dealer! No sign Korekuda-san!
Arg! Are you taking the cake, cadet? Think I'd share rations with this decrepit graybeard after I just stole his coin?
Insult me by associating me with this brutish carnivore, would you?
You're both present at the scene. Neither of you can deny that you had the opportunity.
You addle-brained idiot. I had my own regulation beefsteak set before me at my own table.
Yeah? And?
Not that I'd stop me from eating another one, but you know, I was busy. As any soldier worth his salt will tell you, you seize whatever rations are put in front of you. Wait, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, what?
It would seem you may need to reconsider your answer, counsel.
Of course. Your Excellency. Person eating of the steak at the victim's table must have been... Do we go for the other joke?
Nah,
Alright.
that one seems kind of boring, honestly.
Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
There was! Because I saw her!
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak at his table. Therefore, I'm gonna chop this table in half. The only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it.
If this were modern times, we could have DNA tests to see if he bit into the food, but you know.
Because those are accurate. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable.
Well, witness testimonies are far less accurate.
I mean, you're not gonna hear me argue that, but like, you know.
The court decides to push through a ruling at this stage. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
Cosma!
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
Every now and then I'm still wondering if you're looking at the other stream.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Willis. We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, you'd be in some deep doo-doo. Obviously, you'll be charged with perjury. Perjure what? And since this is a murder trial...
I'll just let him handle this. You know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and shut up. You will also be deemed complicit in the killing. I don't think that's how that works.
Complicit in murder? No!
That dude just became a Majora's Mask villain for a second.
Negative! I got a baby to feed. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting.
We're gonna throw the baby in prison.
We got tiny little cuffs. I was just following orders. He made me do it, the old codger.
That's right! As the man says! Just say you never saw the gentlewoman! That's what, they told us. Oh.
Do we still get to sleep with your wife, Ouchie?
Fuck, I'm trying to brain fart voice.
What?
I was thinking of how to do the voice again. What did you just
Ugh.
say, Kurakuda?
Oh, no!
You were just following orders.
Well, he said that, but
No, hold on, lad! I was,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman? Arr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
How do we know she's from overseas? We never said that. What?
What? What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one simple slip of the tongue. Order, order! Counsel, explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Then who's behind this?
And who?
Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
Dad is struggling.
That's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. My mustache. Ryunosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ouchi had any idea about it.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Or a certain professor.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? Like how I'm behind you. If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything, make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose.
I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you, the penalty will be severe.
Please,
This
wait.
devil's going all the way up your ass.
Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Why would they have anything to say?
Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head. Alright. I got this. I got this. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is...
Be Eugen, right?
Yeah? I mean...
Plus the call was coming from inside the house.
I don't know anyone else who it could be. It was you, Cosmo!
Through the power of Lalilule Low.
I mean, technically it could be the victim.
I
So-
guess, but he's kind of dead.
Curse. Plot twist.
Hard to press influence after you died.
There! What do you make of that?
I think, Counsel, that you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Otherwise, the sighs of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you.
Ah! Oh shit!
Otherwise, sacrifice. I may have to use my influence to have in this courtroom to shout it permanently. Oh no! My health!
I was too influenced by you. We got the wrong answer. I don't know what it is about the prosecutor exactly, but he really makes me wince in pain sometimes. Ah, that's a joke. Ah, you don't get it yet. Ah. I'll just say it. He has a descendant in future games. And his name, I think, is like Winston Payne or like something. Alright, I mean, just in case we fuck up again.
I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well.
Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again. Shouldn't I think about it? There might be some pieces of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined yet. Oh, okay. We might literally have like situation. My own badge! My personal student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your pin, they won't accept you as a UMA student at the university. You may not come in, they say.
No, they don't. Nobody says that.
You're the only one.
You're the only loser. Everybody hates you.
Of course, you can get a new pin made if you can just tell them your number. I've actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. I say to myself, I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere, but then I forget not to forget that. So it's just the number again. Okay, it's just, even though it's over at the other side I looked at. Ah, the symbol of the UMA University. Every student wears this pin with pride. It's funny, but most emblems seem to be either round or rectangular. I like the spike design. Even though it doesn't really make any sense. Although it does cause problems, lots of students end up cutting their fingers on their badges. Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders, a sharp pin for a sharp mind or something. Did we share the same brain cell?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did we share?
John H. Wilson did it.
Examine his bald spot. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. We can finally do this now because we didn't do it before. Satoru Hosonaga. Okay, it just says the same thing, it just moves it over that way. Okay.
He's not a waiter, though.
Go ahead.
You didn't read it, did you?
What do you mean? No, I read it.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, police have a lot of power and influence. They're wielding it somehow here.
I turn you up slightly just in case. And this, oh wait, I already got you turned up max, bro.
Yeah, it's just this mic, sorry.
Do-do-do. Hopefully like that. We got it. We found the evidence. I guess we could check this too.
This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Definitely.
It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there.
Exactly. And that's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen.
Oh, yes. What of it?
No one would use this complicated characters to write kitchen, especially if they were in a hurry.
That's actually really profound.
You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Ryunosuke.
Just call me dumb for making this assertion. Oh.
It also doesn't show the other two witnesses.
Yeah, I'm assuming any part of this side would just have the same question. This one didn't get me an achievement though? Entrance. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the same. No achievement? You don't give me achievements for every little thing? Magnifying glass. I mean, it's a picture. I don't really know how this magnifying glass helps, but...
Enhance. And what the... Okay.
Well, Your Excellency... Oh, did it go... You might be delayed again.
I mean, I'm watching through Discord.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Discord might be delayed again.
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, I wonder, do you hear yourself if I do this?
Testing, testing.
I'm assuming not.
No.
Alright. Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. Just gonna go the same name. Oh, now we know. Now we
Yeah.
know. Now it's not a shot in the dark. It's the victim.
Yes!
Well, that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san.
Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Poppycock!
Eh.
Okay, I won't think about that any further. Anyway,
What possible
What?
reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony?
What? Poppycock's a funny word.
Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have the level of influence.
For once.
For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
I'll just let him handle it.
What? If
He's
he
a weapon
truly
surpassed
were.
Metal Gear. An enhanced cyborg. Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity, as proven by this evidence.
Whatcha?
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
Are you an idiot?
Or perhaps I should have said the front! Yes! It's the front of the back of the card! That's where the telling detail is!
A simple yes would have sufficed. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Usanaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession.
The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! Shouldn't one of them have noticed?
Yeah, you would think.
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter's a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned.
Oh, Ryunosuke's actually got some confidence now.
So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well,
Waiter?
The Chief Inspector himself.
Inspector Hosonaga! Man, his music is kind of sick, though.
Yeah. 'Tis I, Inspector Hosonaga.
I come for blood.
I keep losing on my own, you see.
I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well,
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
of course. Here you are.
Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all my investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say, you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Aha! Of course! Your salary must be terrible!
I was working undercover.
I mean, he's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah. Undercover?
Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true,
Oh, I'm up shit's creek right now.
clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
You see, I'm dying. I don't have long to live. Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
Bang.
We just shot him.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what.
I feel like I keep changing his voice.
I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite of the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say?
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this English woman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
What about my best interest, you jackass?
The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishwoman has been murdered. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without refutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
Sorry, give me a second.
It's okay, we just have a sick ass theme going on. This theme really do go hard. Is this
It's
the
a little short on the loop, but I do like it.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
I'm trying to think. How big is the loop? Are you sure?
It's mostly just that one section, I think.
Yeah.
It just does, like, triplets over and over.
I mean, this might technically be the new cornered, but I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, but yeah, read that. But it's not right!
One possibility does spring to mind. Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis is the killer. What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical facility's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
I mean, sure. We just incriminate a random English woman. Just
Yeah. Random exchange student. She's like, what the fuck? I've never eaten there. Who are you people?
what?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean?
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett.
That is a porn star ass name.
God damn.
I mean, it is though, right?
I mean,
She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty.
What is happening here?
Yeah, guys, like, I didn't sign up for this.
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation.
Well, execute the student. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency! That would
Dude,
mean
how,
that-
I know, right?
like, how obsessed are you with your fucking... They've not even had courts of law in this place for that long, and you're already, like, obsessed with your record?
Yeah, I don't know.
That would mean missing the new deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to the Great Britain. Our government will surely be displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Damn, laying down the law. Literally. Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes, sir.
you will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, your excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So, it won't be a problem.
I might die on the way there, though. Nothing will get in my way.
Why?
You okay, dude?
You were the issue before. You're not gonna be like our knight in shining armor all of a sudden, dude.
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student, Giselle Brett, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes! Your Excellency!
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening.
30 minutes to just get the lady? Alright, there you go.
I mean, you know, things and stuff.
So this is what happens. We can stop here.
Yeah, that was 2 hours of court case.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So anyway, normally they do that sort of thing where like, okay, to be continued, or like they have like a bit of a cliffhanger or something, and then it lets you save. So if we feel like we need to stop, we could go ahead and stop on these, right? So usually I think they're around like, I felt like maybe this first case, this is definitely the first case. This first case is definitely longer than like a lot of other games. Because normally I'm not going to say every game. I can't think of every game off the top of my head. But there's quite a few that like they would have probably ended like already by now, or like maybe like, yeah, they would have probably ended. They don't have a break usually. But yeah, let me just, I guess, save on the second slot. And part 2. But back out, I'll probably be like, all right, here's the next day. But we'll leave that for... You want to do Monday and Friday, or just Friday for now?
We can do both.
All right. So hopefully next Monday.
Yeah.
It
Sounds good to me.
is a tutorial case, so that's how it be. Usually, they're not. It doesn't necessarily. Sometimes there's like some bullshit like what you saw, where like you have to like get to the end for something to appear, and then you can present something. It particularly happens a lot more with like the older games, but I think in general it mainly happens like first cases in like later games, but we'll see.
Gotcha.
All right, well, thanks for anyone who dropped by and stream. I don't know if there's anyone for me to raid. Any recommendations on your part, Mirage? I'm gonna go through my list right now to see if I see anyone.
You could raid Mama Bear Sam.
Overwatch? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
She does a lot for everybody. It'd be bad to do more for her.
I don't remember her. Anyway. No, I think she's
Whoa there.
She's dropped by here, I think. But regardless, I think I remember her doing a lot for you in particular. She got you to freaking affiliate or something. But by that point, I already got it.
She helped a lot.
By that point, I already got it. And she was like, oh yeah, let me just help her.
She gave me a lot of shout outs. Was very kind to me. I appreciate it a lot.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and raid her. Start raid. Just got to do the 10-second countdown thing. All right. See you guys. Bye.